Good afternoon, I'm Benny Mitchell, and you're watching the Citadel Concepts pregame show on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Today, we bring you a special Saturday edition of our Downstate Game of the Week. Shortly, I'll bring in my color analyst, Dave Frederick. Trey Mitchell's on the camera today. It's a Class A inter-district game today as the Newark Yellow Jackets, 2-2, travel down to Felton to take on the Lake Forest Spartans at 3-1. It's homecoming and Hall of Fame day here at Lake Forest. Saturday homecoming is a tradition here that goes back to at least the 1970s. Today, we bring in one of the state's older historic high school football programs in Newark High School. Dave, what's your thoughts coming into today's game?
Well, certainly these new alignments take some getting used to, but having these two teams play each other in Felton, Delaware, if you would have told me that was going to happen 5 years ago, I would have said no way. It's not perfect, but this is going to be a great matchup, and there's, Saturday football, it's a great place to be.
Jody Russell's in his third season as head coach at Newark. He spent the previous 15 years at the Tatno School. He has a career record of 43-48 and is 12-8 in his 12.5 seasons at Newark. He's 0-1 versus Lake Forest. Russell's a Newark alumni where he played back for the Yellow Jackets in their heyday in the 90s under the legendary coach Butch Simpson. Running back Mark Ellerby leads the Newark offense with 3 rushing TDs this season and is also the Yellow Jackets' leading tackler. Jair Townsend and Dedrew White, they help bolster the Newark's running game. White rushed for 101 yards and 15 carries last week against Del Castle, and Damian White leads the Yellow Jackets at quarterback in his first season, switching from wide receiver last year. Russell said his concern, Dave, is the Yellow Jackets are relatively inexperienced up front.
Yeah, and if you're going to be young up front, you got to overcome that by being consistent with what you do. And watching them on film a little bit, I think the quarterback position is going to loom large for them today. They're going to ask him to do a lot, I think, and he's going to need to play well and take care of the ball.
Lake Forest is coached by Freddie Johnson, who is in his 16th season. Johnson has a 79-72 career record. He lived in South titles in 2011, 14, and 2015. Sophomore Jonathan Tyndall is in his first full season as the starter for the Spartans. As a freshman, he came in late in the season due to injuries and became an instant star, tossing 4 TD passes in the final game of the season against Indian River. The Spartans are coming off a disappointing loss to Sussex Tech last week, 10-0, where the Ravens scored all their points on defense. Lake Forest was without 4 starters on their offense due to COVID protocol, but Freddie Johnson was quick not to use it as an excuse. He said, "I give Sussex Tech coaches and players credit. They played hard and made the plays they needed to win the game." Johnson hopes to be at full strength this afternoon, and Dave, Saturday afternoon homecoming is a huge tradition here at Lake Forest. Johnson said graduating classes plan their reunions around this date, and it's always an exciting day for the school and the community.
Yeah, they're still running the veer here, and I've seen them on film. They get into the spread. This place used to be known for its long grass.
Right.
Now they're playing on an artificial surface, and I am sure they're happy to be at full strength. Looking at them out there in their team offense, they do look sharp. They look like they're at full strength. And, sometimes there's some silver linings in not having 4 players in that. If Newark looks at film from last week, there's not much they can take from that.
Right, exactly. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial time out here watching the Citadel Concepts pregame show with Benny Mitchell and Dave Frederick. Trey Mitchell's on the camera today. We're going to go one camera shot here on Saturday afternoon. It's a good thing because we're starting to get some rain here in Felton. Folks, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Citadel Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Citadel Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a wine spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Hi.
And welcome back. Let's look at today's Arena's Deli's player to watch. Arena's Deli, 6 locations throughout the state. Arena's Cafe on Highway 1, Rehoboth Beach, and in Lewis at the Village of 5 Points. at the airport in Georgetown, Long Neck, Milford, and their original downtown Rehoboth Beach location. So let's talk about a few players here today, Dave, and we're going to start with the Newark Yellow Jackets, and we're going to talk about number 21, Mark Allerby, the running back, defensive back. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, sophomore and their best two-way player right now. And, unusual historically to have really any two platoon guys for Newark High School. And a young two platoon guy, you got to figure he's probably got a lot more room to grow and get a lot better.
Right, another sophomore, number 24, Jair Townsend, wide receiver, defensive back, 7 yards per carry this season.
Yeah, that's a great average. That means he needs to get the ball more.
And then number 23, Jazier Williams, wide receiver, defensive back. He's a senior. He had 2 picks against Del Castle last week, so Lake Forest is going to want to be careful throwing against these guys.
Yeah, and Lake Forest is, watching them here in pregame, it looks like they are going to throw it around a little bit, and they're going to have to be careful and know where 23 is.
And for the Lake Forest Spartans, number 4, Khalif Spencer, the running back linebacker. He's a junior. What is it with number 4 and big athletic running backs here at the Lake Forest?
Well, and he's a two-way player, and, that's not uncommon in the Henlopen
Right.
South to have a two-way guy who's going to be a running back, linebacker type guy. He's going to have to play well today.
And then number 7, Jalen Morris, wide receiver, defensive back. He's a senior. Dave, this kid has track star speed. Matter of fact, he is a track star here at Lake Forest.
Yeah, and there's people that are quick, there's people that are fast, and then there's people that are track fast. And
Right.
when you're a track fast guy and you get in the open speed or squirt out to the second level, that can be a nightmare for defense.
And you're doing your track fast speed on turf.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. And then finally, the quarterback, Jonathan Tindall, only a sophomore quarterback, defensive back. He can throw the little ball a little bit here for Lake Forest, and they like that.
No question about it. I was watching him in warm-ups here. He can throw it on the run. He's got great mechanics. He's got good footwork.
Folks, we'll take another commercial timeout here on the Sodal Concepts pregame show with Benny Mitchell and Dave Frederick. Coming up, homecoming here, Hall of Fame Day at Lake Forest High School here in Lakeland. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodal Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodal Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodal tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi,
And welcome back here to Delaware Live, brought to you by Powered by 302 Sports. And Dave, I know having to watch those commercials and seeing Scott Kammerer for the last 4 minutes, I know that probably,
Yeah.
sorry it came up. I mean, it's tough.
Well, I see him every day. And, we talk, and our dogs are pretty good friends.
Folks, Dave Frederick and Scott Kammerer are neighbors, so that is as Sussex County as you get. When our color guy is next door neighbors with one of my sponsors, so that's how it rolls down here in the deep south in Delaware. We have the R.Y. Johnson and Sons X's and O's. R.Y. Johnson, great buildings built by good people. 6 decades of construction management here in Delaware. And Dave, we're going to start with what do the Yellow Jackets? What does Newark need to do to be successful? First, score first. Take this big crowd out of the game.
Yeah, and you're on the road. You need to experience some success on the road early so that, you can just set the tone for the game.
I think they need to win the turnover battle. This is a game where you don't want to let Lake Forest sit on the ball with that option offense. You want to get some turnovers.
No, yeah, and the other key is how are they going to do against that option? It's tough. Newark likes to be in the pistol with the double slot formation, and how does your scout team rep that triple option? That's hard to do. Right,
absolutely. And for Lake Forest, the Spartans, I think they need to win the line of scrimmage. Newark is young up front, and their coach alluded to that. So I think Lake Forest, they got to take advantage of Newark's weakness.
Yeah, and you know what Lake's going to want to do? They're going to want to take drives on people, and they are going to try to beat them up front and probably keep it pretty simple.
And then get the ball to Morrison space. Let your athlete be an athlete.
And you see that a lot when you see a kid that can make things happen, especially in high school. And sometimes you go back after the game and you look and say the kid only had 4 touches. Like you got to get a kid like that. He's got to touch the ball 9, 10, maybe more times.
Folks, we'll take another commercial timeout. We'll be back with more of the homecoming festivities here at Lake Forest High School. It's the Newark Yellow Jackets and the Lake Forest Spartans coming up on Delaware Live.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality was founded in...
And welcome back to Felton, Delaware. Lake Forest High School is the site of today's AA game. It's an inter-district game between 2 different districts here in AA. And I'm Benny Mitchell with Dave Frederick, Trey Mitchell on the camera. And Dave, let's talk a little bit about these districts. I would say I was skeptical about realignment, but I'm starting to like it. I was talking to Coach Russell before the game. I said, when else would I have a chance to cover on Newark? Hopefully later in the season we might be covering Dickinson and Seaford. Those are teams we never talk about, we never get to see. And now with the new alignment and the 3 broadcasts we have, we get chances to see these teams from upstate now.
Yeah, and I give the coaches and the people at DIA credit for, sort of maybe one of the positive things that came out of the quarantine, the COVID situation, was they did hammer something out. It wasn't perfect, but they took the initiative to do it. And now, and it was a big thing to tackle, and they made it happen. Be revised, maybe time will tell if it needs to be, or if there needs to be other criteria for moving up and down, but it's certainly a good place to start. And like you said, we have the Newark Yellow Jackets here in Felton, Delaware.
And the last time you were coaching on the field, that was in Newark's heyday in the 90s. You guys, I think, you played them in a playoff game, didn't you?
We went and played them in a playoff game, and we stuck with them. We hung with them 6-0 at halftime. We ended up losing 20-0, I think.
Right.
They had the Harris brothers on
right.
that team: Corey Wallace, Richie Parsons, Justin Caserta,
Just a bunch of FBS type players there, D1 players.
Yeah.
And I've lived all over the state. How Newark am I? I used to go to the Newark Christiana game in the early 70s when it was a big Thanksgiving Day game. Matter of fact, was there in 1974 when Newark and Christiana Thanksgiving Day played for the Flight 8 championship. So a little bit of familiarity with the Yellow Jackets. But let's talk about the rankings here, our Delaware Live Sports rankings. And we'll go with this class here, Class AA, the top 5, our handful rankings. Archmere, number 1. They got the big win over Howard a couple weeks ago. Howard, number 2, the two-time defending state champs. Delaware Military, Woodbridge, and Caravel. And I think we might be seeing this jumping around a little bit because we're going to start getting into district play, and these teams are going to start playing one another. Woodbridge, offense sputtering, but they've tossed 2 shutouts here in the last 2 games.
Yeah, and they have people, and they're coached up, and they care about it, And when you can have the kind of turnovers they had the other night against Laurel and still win 6
turnovers and win the game.
And you win the game.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And let's go to Class 3A or AAA. Middletown, number 1. They had the big game last night with St. Joe's. Smyrna, number 2. Dover, currently number 3, but they got upset last night by Appoquinimink. St. George's number 4, Salesian number 5. St. George's, I believe, is playing Smyrna today.
Yeah, and I think and from what I've seen, obviously, I think Middletown and Smyrna are the cream of the crop there at the top. And I would not be surprised to see those guys play again. I did have a chance to see Salesianum play. They certainly have size and speed and can do some damage too.
And Class Single A, Laurel ahead of the class there, ranked number 1, and St. Elizabeth's number 2. Indian River number 3. They just had a big battle with St. Elizabeth last Thursday night, with St. Elizabeth coming away 14-7. So the Laurel Indian River game coming up, that could be big.
Yeah. And the other thing to see, look, we're talking about St. Andrews.
Right. They're next.
Yeah. And that's a great thing to have a St. Andrews in the mix, playing for that potentially playing for something in the postseason.
Right. St. Andrews number 4 and Wilmington Charter number 5. Your turf report here, folks. We're playing on turf. It is nice turf. I walked it before the beginning of the game. It's in excellent condition. Our temperatures are in the low or the mid 60s. We do have some rain and we have quite a bit of wind, but it's not always windy here today. Dave, it was windy for a minute and then gust.
And you got these trees. The forest part of Lake Forest.
That's right.
Certainly helps out with the wind.
Killens Pond State Park, right across the field. You'll see that in those woods over there. Let's talk about some of our sponsors that make our broadcast possible here downstate. Barclay Heating and Air, Capstone Homes, Ace Hardware Handyman, Juwan Johnson State Farm, Arena's Deli, Active Pest Solution, Louis Pizza, Richard Y. Johnson and Sons Incorporated, Lasher's Barbecue, and Sodell Concepts, 12 chef-driven restaurants on the culinary coast in southern Delaware. Dave, before I went to the Cape game last night, I stopped by Arena's myself and had the Cajun chicken cheesesteak and nachos.
I'm debating where I'm going to eat tonight. I probably will, maybe stop by Thompson Island on my way home or after homecoming pictures tonight.
Did you hear that, Scott? Did you hear that? That's right, homecoming dance this week.
Homecoming tonight. Gotta go watch the pictures and do all that stuff.
Another game on our broadcast. Our Central Delaware crew has the Smyrna at St. George's game. They are going to be kicking off the same time as us. So let's get set here. It's time for kickoff here at Lake Forest High School.
I'm liking that blue, Benny. They look sharp.
They usually wear yellow.
Yeah.
But they're going back to the light blue. They have taken the gold out of their uniforms. They used to be, back in the day, they were this different color blue. I wouldn't know, but now they've switched to the Columbia. Got a little bit of North Carolina look going on.
Make some noise for our boys.
So here come the Lake Forest Spartans on homecoming.
Homecoming 2021.
I believe I saw where Newark will take the ball to start the game. And Newark, waiting for Newark to come out. Give him one camera today, so Trey Mitchell, he's got to get both run-ons this week for us. And here come the Newark Yellow Jackets. One of the biggest traditions in high school football in Delaware. It goes back probably, Dave, 50s. Their tradition, Newark High School in football.
Yeah, excellent tradition.
So you can all rise and remove your hats. be singing the national anthem.
So that was a combination of the alumni and the chorus here at Lake Forest. I told you it's a big thing here.
That's good stuff.
And R.J. Parker. Let's give our officials a round of applause for allowing our student athletes to fulfill their dreams by playing football here today.
So put 12 minutes on the clock. And Lake Forest is kicking off. So Newark Yellow Jackets will have the first shot today. Lake Forest in the navy blue helmets, Columbia blue jerseys, white pants. They're going to be moving from right to left here. The Newark Yellow Jackets, black helmets, white pants, and white shirts. And they'll be moving from left to right. Big double A. I think Newark is class, let's say class 1 or District 1. And Lake Forest in District 3. I think District 3 is a tremendously competitive district with the old Henlip and South, and then throw in Caravel and Red Lion.
Yeah.
Red Lion hasn't won a game, but they're a good team.
Yeah, and watching Delmar last night, that's a good football
That's
team.
right. And they played within a touchdown of each other. So here we go, set to kick it off. Number 7, Jalen Morris. He's going to do everything for him. Rainbow of shoe assortment down there for the Lake Forest Spartans. See some red, some blue, some yellow.
Got to be noticed.
And there we go. The kick's off, and we're underway. And he'll take it about his 17-yard line. That's number 24, Cooper. Or Townsend. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Newark Yellow Jackets. Look at their own 40-yard line. So a good place to start for the Jackets.
Yeah, nice job there by the returnman. He didn't hesitate. He came up and got underneath the ball.
Talking to Coach Johnson, they run a 3-5-3, but that 5, I mean, those backers seem to step up and look like a defensive end at times.
Yeah, looks like a 50.
From the shotgun, throws it out to number 2, Jaden Smith. He's going to be wrapped up and lose about 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 13.
Lake Forest did a nice job there keeping those guys, keeping him contained, keep staying in front of him.
Bring up 2nd down. Not the way you want to start a pass play for negative yardage.
No.
I saw that happen to Woodbridge in that game Thursday night. Referees ended up calling it a lateral. It was very, very close, and drops the ball, and it rolls back 5-6 yards the other way, and now you're starting 2nd and 16 in your territory.
Yeah, and the key on a play like that is you get the ball out, and the receiver's got to get upfield immediately.
Pistol formation with backs to the side, or excuse me, shotgun formation with backs to the side. We're going to have a whistle on the play. Some of these guys I'm noticing were the referees from last night's crew down at Cape 11.
Yeah, I think the ref shortage is real, Benny. These guys are definitely working a lot of games.
It's time to get some young blood in. I'm looking at staffs with 15 to 18 coaches, a lot of them young guys. Maybe get some young guys in the refereeing, learn the game.
Yeah, and I think it's they're going to have to pay him a little bit more money.
I agree.
Would be my guess.
Pistol formation, takes a snap, looking downfield over the middle, has number 5, Jazeer Boyd, and picks up about 7 on the play. He's going to bring up second down.
He did a nice job of sitting in there right in the middle of that zone. If he keeps his feet and gets upfield, that's going to be an even bigger play. But he did a nice job coming back to that ball.
Actually, did they move the down markers?
No, they're double sticks here.
Okay.
They got They just
That's
had
right.
a penalty.
Okay,
Yeah.
the 5-yard penalty. There we go.
There we go. We're running.
So he's back 5.
Yes.
Gotcha. Threw me off there a little bit because I forgot about the penalty. Third down from the pistol, drops back. He's under pressure, rolls out, throws, hits number 21 off the fingertips. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, just looking at that pressure they're getting up front there, I'm wondering if Newark's got a screen to sort of counter that center screen there.
So 4th and 13. The Yellow Jackets are going to have to punt it away. Back to punt is number 55, Benjamin Elko. And back deep for the Spartans, Jalen Morris. He's going to stand about in between his 30 and 35.
Yeah, this could get dangerous
He's
really
got
quickly.
scary speed.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you kick to him?
Good snap, gets it off. It's an end over end. And going to take a nice Newark bounce, rolls inside the 30. And down to about the 27-yard line, where the Lake Forest Spartans will get their first possession of the game, 0-0 here, with 10:07 to go. Dave, I don't know what the life expectancies of flies are, but I hope this one's is soon because he is all over me.
Well, if he comes near this clipboard, I'll see what I can do.
So Lake Forest first and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Your Lake Forest, they said, usually wears the gold uniforms on homecoming. This year they're wearing the brand new powder blue.
They are pretty. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Johnny Tendo under center for the Spartans.
Tendo under center takes a snap. Toss to Morris.
Yeah.
And he's going to get some yards and get run out of bounds.
There you go. That's trips and then motion, wing T, speed, sweep into the boundary, and he just glided for 10 there.
And they're going to get first down, 10 yards on the carry for Jalen Morris. And like we said, first, this kid has scary speed.
Yeah.
He's been a starter here for 4 years at Lake Forest. I believe all conference. I may have been all-state, at least one of the all-state teams last year. I'm not sure what team he made, but he's going to be split to the near side.
Yeah.
And
here in the boundary, Newark's in a 4-4, it looks like.
And it's going to be up the middle to number 3, Jamar Marable. And he's going to pick up about 9 on the play.
Yep, very nice execution there. Good work, good footwork by the QB.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 1. Ball at the 48-yard line.
Oklahoma game. Like we none knew that. Only Billy Garrett.
Tindall under center. Motion comes to the near side. That's Spencer. He's going to be handed back off to number 3, Marable, but he's wrapped up for no gain.
Yeah, look for the option to come off of that.
This Newark Yellow Jacket line might be inexperienced, but they're big.
Yes. Yeah, they certainly don't lack size.
3rd and 1 for Lake Forest. Ball at their own 48-yard line. And they're going to go full house backfield. Little wishbone formation.
They're unbalanced, too.
And it's going to be a handoff to number 41, Aiden Young. And he's going to push ahead. He's got the first down.
Interesting. They seem to go unbalanced here, and They left Morris here on the end.
So that's a first down, Spartans.
First down for Lake Forest. Yeah, more
You hide number 7 at the tight end position.
with his hand on the ground.
Yeah.
So ball in Newark territory at the Newark 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Lake Forest. Wishbone formation. And it's going to be a hand off again to Young. And he's going to push ahead for about 5 on the play. You know, I think we're about to see some option here. They've run with the 2 wings. Now they're going to the wishbone. We saw a good option quarterback last night at Delmar.
Yes.
They ran the option well.
Yeah, and the key to that is the quarterback's footwork. You know, holding your line, making sure that you're not getting pushed off your line.
Give him a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 here for Lake Forest. Ball inside the 45 of Newark.
2nd and 6 for the Spartans, same set.
And whistle on the play. And Newark's going to take a timeout. We're going to stay right here with the action, folks. 7:38 to play here in the first quarter. Again, we alluded to the play of Delmar. That ended up being it looked like a game that Delmar was going to run away with, and Cape and Living just jumped back into it in the third quarter. And then it was it's just Delmar football, the ground and pound and the option, and the quarterback threw a little bit last night.
Yeah, and Delmar is usually not very big.
Right.
And but they take angles on people, and you know they're doing things from year to year pretty much the same. So if you've been running scout team, or if you've been a starter as a sophomore, when you come in as a junior, the footwork and those kinds of things, they don't change.
Under the legendary Dave Hearn over there.
Yeah.
Year to year, I was out there. We were supposed to cover their Milford game, and of course they got postponed due to COVID. But I asked him, I said, "Coach, is this it for you?" He says, "I'll give myself 4 weeks at the end of the season, and that way if I do decide I'm going to go, it gives them time to find somebody else, which I'm sure is going to come right out of the current staff. I don't think they're going to have to look far for a coach because there are a lot of experienced people there. But he just said he's going to take it from year to year. He's retired from teaching, and he just, as long as he's having fun on the field, he's staying.
Why not?
2nd and 6 for Lake Forest. This time the handoff goes to Spencer. He bounces it outside, stiff arm, but he's wrapped up by number 24. First down.
Lake Forest has got some offensive weapons, and
They do.
and 7 has touched it once so far.
We're
So
moving the chains, so that's a first down, Spartans.
7's due to touch the ball here.
Spencer on the carry, and number 24, Townsend on the tackle. This is a very young Newark team looking at their roster.
Lake Forest has great tempo here, getting in and out of the huddle.
And it's going to be a handoff to, I believe that's number 9 on the carry, Coates. And he spins and pushes, and he's going to pick up about 9 on the play.
Earned himself a few more carries there.
They've already handed the ball off to 5 different guys in this first offensive series.
Keeps his feet moving and keeps taking.
2nd and 1, ball at the 28-yard line of Newark. .6:45 to play here and counting in the first quarter. And we allude to the speed of Morris, and we said they need to get him the ball in this game, and no, they don't. That's why we're not coaching, right?
Yeah.
They're just driving the ball down the field, and they're going to have to take a timeout. Folks, we're going to take one with them. The score is 0-0 here at Lake Forest. We'll be right back.
Barkley Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First State Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com. Barkley.
And welcome back to Lake Forest. Benny Mitchell with Dave Frederick. Trey Mitchell up top of the booth in the camera fighting the raindrops we've been getting here from time to time. 2nd and 1 at the 28 for Lake Forest.
They're in a slot split I formation here. Haven't seen this one yet.
No.
Formation behind Kendall.
Motion comes to the near side. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle to number 3, Marable. And he's got enough for the first down. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play.
Keeping them honest, Benny.
Yes, they are.
And Spartan fans are walking down the field. We're moving the chain. So that's
First and 10 for Lake Forest.
Spartans.
Ball at the 26. So give him a gain of 2. Approaching my usual partner, my Friday night partner, Jim Tack's favorite part of the game, the Lasher's Barbecue Red Zone. He loves the Red Zone.
Yeah, I do remember having some barbecue spaghetti pregame over there one time.
And here comes the option. Pitches out to number 9, Coates. And Coates takes it inside the 20.
It's great execution by the quarterback there. You know, he held his line. He attacked the end. He waited till the last minute, and he got rid of it. And number 9 got downhill when he got the ball.
Pickup of about 8, and that's going to put us in the Lasher's Barbecue Red Zone. Lasher's Barbecue on Long Neck Road. So they have opened up their roadside location here just in the last couple weeks. They've been down to Paradise Grill all summer. So.
Okay, that seems like a good place to sell
I would
barbecue.
think, yeah. Sean and Lisa Lasher, they get piggy with it. 2nd and 3 from the 19.
Unbalanced again, Benny.
And that's going to be Spencer. Puts a hand on him initially, and he gets it close to a first down. He's going to get it down to about the 16-yard line. So give him a gain of 2. And they're going to stop for a measurement with 4:57 here to play. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here at Lake Forest. And it actually is blowing from the trees, Dave. So
it's funny. It's October, and I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to put a pair of pants on or
shorts.
stick with my shorts.
I'm flip-flops about 6 days out of the week. You can't because you have to go to work, but retirement has treated me well in that respect. Usually flip-flop season takes me till about mid-October. I think it's going to take me about November maybe this year.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Saves on washing socks, that's for sure. 3rd and inches here for the Lake Forest Spartans. First quarter action.
4:57 left in the first quarter.
They're in the double slot
with a single
here.
back.
Yep. Looks like the Naval Academy's formation.
And it's going to be a handoff to number 3, Marable. And he's got enough for the first down. And he's going to take it down to about the 14-yard line.
They are
2.
certainly using that fullback game right now.
Yes, they are.
Spartans.
I thought that was something. Delmar's running a similar offense to this. They really used the fullback game as well. Jalen Warner, he had 165 yards, but a lot of that was set up with that fullback game and the option play.
No question about it, and I think we'll be seeing some of that here too.
Ball inside the 15 at the 14. 1st and 10 for Lake Forest. No score here with 4:38 to play. I formation, slot to the right. And here comes that we just talked about. Here comes the option. Pitches out to number 1, Rivera.
Yeah.
And he's going to get inside the 10.
Yeah. Excellent job. He was going to pitch that all the way that time.
Yeah, he never even got close to the end.
No.
So, gain of 6 for Rivera, and that's the 6th Lake Forest player to touch the ball here in this drive.
And that, you think, down the road, you're playing Lake, you're watching film.
Right.
You got 6 guys touching the ball on the first drive, and they're all doing what they're supposed to be doing.
They're all moving forward. So,
Yeah.
2nd and 4. Ball at the, I think the referee's standing about the 8-yard line. And the handoff to Marable again, and he's going to get inside the 5, down to about the 2. So pickup of 6 for Marable.
He's had a nice series.
He has. 5 carries so far in the series. So 1st and goal from the 3.
Spartans fortunate to have all these weapons coming out of the backfield, not just wearing down one player, Marable, Spencer, Rivera.
So double slot again, 2 wide. Marable behind the quarterback, Tyndall. And it's going to be a handoff to Marable, and he's going to get the touchdown. Lake Forest strikes first here, Dave.
Yep, and you like to see him give 3 the ball there too. He had a great drive carrying the offense there with his battery mates.
Jamar Marable, the junior, he gets the touchdown off the left side, the fullback, and he puts Lake Forest up 6-0 here early. 3:09 left to play in the first quarter. And it looks like Lake Forest is going to go for two, and with some confusion on who should be in the game.
Spartans going for two here.
So 33 does check back in after coming off Earl Downing. So they're going to go to a little bit of a shotgun formation
Shotgun.
with a bunch to the right, rolls to the right. He's under pressure and lets it go to the back of the end zone. Morris catches it, but I believe he's out of bounds, so the extra point is no good. And Lake Forest leads 6-0 here with 3:11 to go in the first quarter. Folks, we'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
For over 15 years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part.
And we're back to Lake Forest. Jalen Morris kicking it off. Takes it at the 15, cuts left, cuts right. A little grab there.
Yeah.
Might have hit him. I thought it was a face mask for a second, the way his head jerked.
Yeah, wouldn't have been surprised to see a flag there. Again, 24, he's decisive. He's coming up like you cannot let that ball hit the ground there.
That was a long time-consuming run there by Lake Forest, down to 3 minutes here to play. Newark takes over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Folks, you're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Benny Mitchell with Dave Frederick on the call here on this Saturday afternoon homecoming at Lakeland.
Sun's about to come out, I think.
I formation for the Yellow Jackets. Second back through is number 21, Armstrong.
Nice job up front by Lake there.
That's their first run play of the game.
Yeah.
No yards on the game. Brings up 2nd and 10 for Newark. I formation, double slot. Oh, no, pistol formation, double slot. Takes the handoff off to number 15. That's DeJour White, and nowhere to go. Just Lake Forest plugging the holes in that middle.
Yeah, and you know, you spread people out like that with and go one back, and you can take advantage of numbers inside there, but you got to use your quarterback to do it.
Right. 3rd and 10 for Newark at their own 25-yard line.
Look for the quarterback there, right to keep it.
Trips here to the near side. Looks to his right, drops back, throws downfield, has a man open. That's number 20. Oh, and he drops it.
Wow.
I think he turned his head looking for the end zone, Dave.
And had he caught it, he was gone.
He was.
Good ball there. I mean, maybe a little bit underthrown, but he certainly had some pressure there by 4. Khalif Spencer was putting some heavy heat there on right, and he got a nice ball off. And I think 21, he saw the end zone and just forgot to take it with him.
So here we go. On the punt, number 55, Benjamin Elko, back deep. And about his own, or at the 50 is Jalen Morris.
That is literally coming downhill for 7. I don't know that I would kick it anywhere near him.
Another good snap, gets it off. And this one, he gets another end over end. He's going to take it at the zone 40, cuts back to the right down the sideline. He's going to get hit out of bounds as he crosses the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for Lake Forest at the Newark 48.
Excellent job by Morris there, backpedaling and getting underneath that ball and coming forward at the same time. That's a really nice catch.
First down for the Spartans. Their second drive of the game is going to start here with 1:40 to go in the first quarter.
Call some prayers to Brad Myers from the News Journal.
Freddie Johnson gives the play to his quarterback, Tyndall. He takes it into the huddle. 1st and 10. 6-0 lead for Lake Forest.
Sometimes this is a situation where you come out offensively and maybe you've got a throwing play here. You got 7 out here by himself. And
coming out in shotgun, trips to the right.
See if you can go up over the top one time, get a quick score. They've got a little check with me situation here. A lot of real estate for 7 out here.
Yep. That's who he throws to. Catches it about the 43, makes a couple moves, stiff arm, and gets it down to about the 30. 1st down.
That was a really nice ball there, and a simple pattern, but the route was very well run. Nice timing route. He tightened up the formation a little bit to give himself a little bit more room and turned it up the field.
28 yards on the reception.
That's a quick 28 yards.
That's right. 1st and 10 for Lake Forest at the Newark 30-yard line. They lead 6-0.
Lake's running a little pistol here.
Little spread,
trips up top. Morris at the bottom here.
And a toss down to Morris down the left side. Skips a step, bobbles it, and catches it. Touchdown, Jalen Morris, 30-yard hookup.
Yeah. They tested him out there with the out, and then they just ran the takeoff on him, and that's a tough guy to cover one-on-one.
Sounds like we're at Notre Dame here. The fight's on, huh?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
12-0 quick for Lake Forest. Minute to play here in the first quarter. And they'll go for 2 again. I formation, slot to the far side. Morris alone here on the near side. And Spencer's going to switch to formation. I don't think Johnson wants to take a timeout here on an extra point.
It looked like he was going to.
Yeah, he was marching down the field himself.
Little outside handoff.
And a little reverse there.
Yep.
Cut or extra point is good for Kai Rivera. And they go up 14-0, folks. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together,
operating with precautions
to protect our staff
and our customers.
And welcome back. And just as you alluded during the timeout, giving Morris a break here, I guess, as they switch up kickers.
Lefty.
Gets a run back out across about the 35. 1st and 10. That was number 5 on the return, Jazir Boyd. One of the few seniors here for Newark.
Yeah, and Newark's done a nice job on their kick return game tonight.
I got 6 seniors on the roster.
That's unusual.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They've had trouble getting it rolling here in the first half, Dave.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back to the deep ball, but they're also going to have to get the quarterback involved in the running game.
And that's just as you said, number 10. Oh, he fumbles the ball, and it's going to be picked up and recovered by Morris. I call that trying to do a little too much.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting a good gain here, and you go for just maybe a couple extra more on 2nd down, and the ball slips loose.
Yeah, and that can happen, and that's unfortunate. Because he made a nice read there.
He did.
And he had a nice run. He had 6 or 7 yards there.
The ball's going to go out to the Lake Forest take over 1st and 10 at their own 47. And back to their Originally, we call the Navy formation. Here, motion goes to the far side. Handoff up the middle to Maribel. Maribel knocking people over. And he gets to about the 42, 11 yards on the carry. First down, Lake Forest.
That's a pretty play right there. That is a pretty play, and he hits the hole hard. And you can see, one of the little things that he's doing, he keeps those shoulders square when he takes that handoff, so he can wind that thing back if it's there.
First and 10 at the Newark 42-yard line for Lake Forest. One thing I've noticed with helmets this year, Dave, is everybody's going Alabama. Everybody's putting numbers on their helmets.
Yes.
Whether it's on one side or both sides. Spencer comes in motion, handoff back up the middle, getting to Maribel. And he's going to take a couple with him down to about the 35-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play.
I don't think you can go wrong with the classic look.
No, not at all. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, folks. Your score from Lake Forest High School. The Spartans 14, the Yellow Jackets 0. We'll be right back here on Delaware Live.
Of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home. For over 15 years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone.
Our doors open.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to Lake Forest. Your score, Lake Forest 14, Newark 0. Start of the second quarter, Lake Forest 2nd and 3 from the Newark 35. Newark in the, I'm not sure if they're District 1 or District 2. They're in one of the two upper northern AA class districts. Lake Forest here in District 3, the downstate teams.
Damian Wright goes from being a quarterback to having to guard 7.
He's got Morris wide open. Yeah. Touchdown, 35-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Jalen Morris up the middle, wide open.
And he's not even had to show his speed off yet. He's 2 passes. He's just been open, make the catch and go.
And that quarterback had a great ball fake there. And when you run the ball successfully and you use the same motion for your play action, and a kid like Morris who's lined up on the hash can, it takes him 3 steps and he's open.
So Lake Forest again will go for 2. They lead 20-0.
Spartans to go for 2.
And they go back to their wishbone. 2 tight ends.
For the Spartans.
And it's going to be a handoff to Young. He's going to push his way through for the extra point. Add 2 more to the board, and it's 22-0. That fast, folks. We're right back after this commercial timeout.
Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon. Hi.
And welcome back to Lake Forest. 22-0 is your score. The Spartans in the lead with 11:52 to play here in the first half on homecoming here for the Spartans. It's about that time of year, week 4, week 5, week 6, we start getting all the homecoming games. Kick deep takes it back to about the 12-yard line. Townsend brings it back out across the 25 to about the 27. 1st and 10 for the Newark Yellow Jackets.
Newark's got to put together some plays here, get a first down.
And credit to the speed of Lake Forest on defense. There's a couple things that look open, and then they just close on it right away.
Yeah, yeah.
So a drop pass and a fumble in the open field. So Newark's not that they're playing bad, just the ball is just not bouncing their way right now.
No, I mean, they could have kept that sustained drive, and they could have scored on a big play.
1st and 10 for Yellow Jackets. Out of the pistol, looks out to his right, overthrows. Ball intended for Townsend.
Looks like a little bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, and you get that with youth, Dave. This is a young Newark squad. Jaden Smith, number 2. That's an impressive-looking athlete.
Yes.
Just checked in. He's the one head above everybody else in the huddle.
Yeah, I noticed him in warm-up.
Right. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Back to the pistol. Wings on both sides. Takes a snap. Hands off, fakes, throws the ball out to 21. He's got it across about the 34.
Wow, what a grab by 21 there.
That was almost one hand. He got the second hand up to secure it.
And a nice improv there by 10. He certainly had a lot of pressure. Damian Wright.
Picks up about 7 on the play. 3rd and 3. For Newark. The Yellow Jackets break the huddle. It's going to be an empty backfield this time, Dave. Trips to the far side.
So if you're Lake, you bring people. See if they can make it happen.
Oh, bad snap down between his legs. Under pressure, throws it away. He did have a receiver over there, so it's just going to be an incomplete pass.
He picked it up. He picked up the flag.
Yeah.
They've been a little more friendly on the intentional grounding.
Well, that did land at the feet of 21, so. And on the punt, number 55, Benjamin Elko.
Back to receive it.
The dangerous Jalen Morris. 2 touchdowns already today as a fumble recovery.
Pretty productive first half.
First quarter. I guess he did get the 1 touchdown at the beginning of the second quarter, yeah. Good snap.
Great snap.
He gets it off, end over end again. The ball's going to bounce about the 45 and go out of bounds right around the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Lake Forest.
You know, they took about 7.5, 8 minutes on their first drive, Lake did,
right.
And then so we know they can do that, and
right.
they've also shown that they can stretch the field too.
So 1st down at the 37, and Lake Forest, and I believe this is their 4th possession of the game.
Looking for their 4th score.
Nice crowd here, Dave. Looking down.
Yeah.
Bleachers are about full. People around the fences.
Yeah. Concession stand, grill going.
Doing business. Tyndall under center. And it's going to be handoff to Young again. And he's going to pick up maybe 2 or 3 on the play.
It's interesting. You see Lake Forest kid, Young.
Right.
You wonder, is he related to the kid?
Right,
I think
right.
It was Robert.
Right.
I say kid because he was when
he
I
was then,
coaching.
exactly, yeah. Aiden Young, a freshman.
Yeah, he's a good-looking kid for sure.
That Lake Forest line, they're not too small themselves. I don't want to have to feed them.
No. And again, they get in and out of the huddle. They line up, right in the huddle. They line up right.
Here comes that little reverse again to number 1, Rivera.
Nice tackle.
That was
nice
number 10, your
by
quarterback.
Damian Wright.
Yeah. Picks up a gain of, call it 1 on the play.
By number 10, Damian Wright, quarterback playing both sides of the ball.
And that's a tall order for a quarterback to play both sides of the ball. I mean,
back in my day,
credit to that
William
kid.
Penn had a quarterback by the name of Benny Hendricks. Hendrickson. was a quarterback and a linebacker.
Yeah, and I remember Mark Pettigrew was the
Right.
same thing for
Right.
Sussex Central when I was coaching. He was good on both sides for sure.
Third and call it 6 here for Lake Forest. And that's going to be a Marable again on the carry. Ball's on the ground, and
Okay.
Newark covers it.
Okay.
Number 75 on the recovery, Shamar Green. So something positive here for Newark here in the second quarter.
Hey, Newark needed that, and you know they were going to get the stop there. I'm impressed with Lake and the number of formations they're able to run their stuff out of too.
Ball on the 40, so Newark, they're going to get great field position here. Second quarter, 9:40-30 to go.
Smith up at the top, trips down here.
near side, yeah.
Pistol formation.
Drops back, looks downfield, has a man open in traffic, but he catches it. That's 21, Marquis Ellerby. Pickup of about 9 on the play, second down.
Nice ball by Wright there. Good pattern by Ellerby coming across the middle. He had people draped all over him.
And that's his third receiver. Talk about, the Spartans with the 6 different guys touching the ball. That's 4 receivers he's found in this game. Second and 2. I formation. Ellerby again. Man, he's hit at the line by his opposite number, Hodnett.
Yes, nice play there by Hodnett for Lake. And
Loss on play.
And like you were saying earlier, it was there, and then it wasn't.
Then it wasn't. Third down and 4. For Newark. Back to the shotgun. Running backs to either side. Slot down here on the near side of the field. Motion goes to the near side. Drops up, steps up, throws, has a man open. But that's going to be picked off by Jalen Morris. What a catch over the shoulder by the defender.
Wow.
Jalen Morris was there for the interception.
I anticipated 21 hauling that in on a nice catch, and he came out of nowhere and took it from him. And got his foot down.
So first down for Lake Forest. That's the second turnover of the game for Newark.
So we're 8 minutes left in the first half. Morris got 2 scores, 2 takeaways.
Right.
Jalen Morris, just such a special athlete.
He must know we're here. He knows there's a player of the game award at the end of this one.
That's right.
State champion on the track team.
Here we go. First and 10 for Lake Forest. Ball at their own 13-yard line. They lead 22-0.
All-around great athlete. That's Jalen Morris.
So back to the wishbone. Go to Spartans.
Backfield for the Spartans.
And it's going to be a handoff to Young. And he's going to pick up about 3 on the play. Make it 4. Second down. Second and 6 for Lake Forest.
It's safe to say 41's got a bright future.
Yeah. They're already getting carried. With all the good backs they already have, and he's getting carries in this game.
Yeah.
I talked to the assistant coach in pregame, Josh Webb, and he said they're hoping he'd be back because he was one of the ones that was out last week because he's going to be fun to watch. He wanted to make sure we got to see him. Wishbone formation, second and 6 for Lake Forest. And it's going to be a handoff to number 9, Coates on the carry, and I think he may have gained a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Lake Forest.
And interesting to me in this formation is them with Morris with his hand on the ground
Right.
at the tight end position.
Right.
They've got to have something where they spring him loose
Right.
from there.
Coach Freddie Johnson, he seems to go through almost like he scripts his series. where he's going to stick with this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
When you're up 22-0, you can do that. You're afforded the ability to do that. But he's and as we say that, he goes to his trips to the near side, and they're going to have to take a timeout. That's the second time they've had to do that, take a timeout, because they come out of the huddle a little discombobulated. We're going to take one with them, folks. Your score, Lake Forest 22, Newark 0.
In life, some things just go together. Like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Welcome back to Felton, folks. We're here at Lake Forest High School, Jim Blade Stadium. Longtime athletic director and track coach here at Lake Forest.
Great track and field tradition here.
Yes, it does. I got to play back in 1980, Dave, on one of these Thanksgiving games here against Lake Forest, but it was grass, and like you said, the tall grass out
Yes.
here. 3rd and 6 for the Spartans at their own 17-yard line. And it's going to be the toss off the motion. Ball on the ground. Coach drops it. Ball still on the ground. I think Newark has it. They pick it up. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Who we got on that? Number
we got 2. Smith. Jaden Smith with the touchdown. You hate to nag on things like just fall on it.
Right.
But you just go ahead and fall on it.
Right. So yeah, we've been watching Newark, looking for something good to happen here. You know, they had couple plays and a fumble, couple plays and an interception. This one, the defense scores and puts them not so much back in the game, but something going positive in Newark's direction before halftime.
No question.
And they'll go to the shotgun.
They got a bunch here up at the top.
Right. And look like number 2 is going to break free. Oh, my. Did he get his foot down?
Goodness.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Wow.
And you know what they call that? That's called getting mossed.
Yes, that was a great play. So Smith with the score and the conversion. And
we just talked about him down on this end.
Yes, he passes the eye test for sure, and even more so, he came across the back of that end zone and went up and got that.
And got that 1 foot down. Wow, we're going to stay right here, folks, on this after this touchdown. 22-8 your score. Lake Forest in the lead with 6:19 to go in the first half. We had a long halftime break as your traditional 20-minute homecoming. I want to thank athletic director and head coach Freddie Johnson getting us in here, getting us set up, getting us hooked up on the Wi-Fi. And that's fine. We're finding fewer and fewer stadiums now that aren't internet connected than are. And it's nice for us. And it's nice for these kids to be able to showcase what they can do.
No question about it. This is a nice setup they've got here.
And also thanks to Jody Russell for providing us with something we don't get to see Newark. And we had one film on him, and he provided us with quite a bit of information and some Pregame stuff. And so thank you, Jody Russell, Newark head coach, for the information. And he liked us being here. He says this is great for high school football.
No question. This is fun. I enjoy it. I know that.
Ball kick to about the 17-yard line. It's going to be taken by Morris. Morris cuts to the left, cuts to the right, finds some space down the middle.
That's it.
Now he's down the sideline. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Oh, boy.
Good thing, because he was off to the races.
Oh, boy.
And a lot of grass in front of him.
And Benny, he was bottled up.
Yeah. He just picked his way through and kept the old Heisman stiff arm out there and got it his way.
He really does. And again, we talked about fast and then track fast.
Yeah, I tell you, like I said, he scored 2 touchdowns on offense. He's got 2 takeaways. If he scored on special teams, I was taking my headset off and going down there and shaking his hand right now.
Yeah.
This kid's having a heck of a game. 6:08 to play here in the first half. Lake Forest 1st and 10 at the Newark 45. They lead 22-8.
And
up the middle to, is that 3, Marble? And he's a load to bring down. He's going to pick up 3 on the play.
he is a load to bring down, and what you can see out of these formations now, when you got Morris split out here by himself,
Yeah, spread him
they've
out.
got to shade that safety over to help.
Right. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 42 of Newark. And it's going to be handed off to, oh no, fake to Marable. Pitch out on the option to number 4, Spencer. He's going to pick up about 5 on the play.
And he's a load. Nice tackle out there by 51.
Now, those are 2 nice looking backs to have in the backfield.
Yeah.
And Spencer and Coates.
Matthew Lazier out there with the tackle, and he had to step up.
Pick up a 4 on the play. 3rd and 2 for Lake Forest.
You got to make your mind up to tackle somebody like number 4.
Right.
You have to be certain you want to do it.
And get him at the lowest spot you can where he's going to go down, right?
Yes.
Third and 2, excuse me.
They're in the full house.
And it's going to be Young on the carry. And he's got enough for the first down.
And just curiously, I watched Morris there at the tight end position, and you might be shocked to know he can block.
Yeah. I don't know there's much this kid can't do.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Lake Forest at the 29-yard line of Newark. Approaching 4 minutes to play here in the first half. And it's going to be Young again. And wrapped up by number 15, White. Gain of 2 on the play.
Line for the Spartans always like opening it up. Jameer Harris, Devin Clay, Keandre Scott, Bryce Coker, Brogan Thomas, Landon Hesser.
2nd and 8 for Lake Forest.
Joseph Mercer.
Tyndall brings the play in from the sidelines. It's just seeing fewer and fewer of that anymore, too.
Yeah,
everybody's signaling him in now.
I was going to say, keeps your quarterback in good shape.
It does. Wishbone offense in the backfield. Double tight end. And it's going to be Young again. And there's going to be a flag on the play. That's usually holding when it's thrown in that area.
No question about it.
Homecoming court and your families, please make your way to the north gate. Homecoming court.
So it's going to be holding. Mark it back 10. It's going to bring up.
To the north gate.
I think that may be the first flag we've seen all day.
Actually, second. We had the procedure early in the first series. But you're right, there's been very few penalties.
And that's a credit to both these coaches.
All right. So 2nd and 20 for Lake Forest. Wind starting to blow into the press box here. And got to anchor down all our paper. And Lake Forest is going to take their final timeout of the half, and we're going to take one with them, folks, when we come back. It's 22-8, Lake Forest over Newark.
Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
And welcome back to Lake Forest. 22-8 your score. The Spartans lead the Yellow Jackets coming off the final timeout for Lake Forest. They're facing a 2nd and 19 from the Newark 38-yard line. And what started as a rainy day is now bright and sunny with some clouds.
A little breezy.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful part of the world out here, though.
One of the areas in Lower Delaware that hasn't been overcome by housing so far. Takes a snap out of the shotgun, looks out to his right, has Morris at the third. Oh, takes a step and races down the field. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 6.
He's an exciting player, Benny. That's just an arrow route that he turns and gets squared up on somebody. Good luck tackling him by yourself.
Right. Gain of 32 on the play. And he's over 100 yards in receiving.
Yeah, and a gain of 32, and he took about 8 steps.
Right, right.
That's a first down. Spartans at the 6-yard line.
So first and goal for the Spartans, and we are in someplace we really haven't been much today, is the Lasher Barbecue Red Zone. The Red Zone brought to you by Lasher's Barbecue. Best pit beef you can get, and they've had trouble getting it this year. You know, all the sourcing, and pit beef is one of the things they've not had on the menu this year.
So what do you go with? Pulled pork?
Oh, pulled pork. Or the ribs. It doesn't matter.
Spins off of it.
And he's going to be short of the end zone.
There's Young, and I tell you what, he does not run like a freshman.
No, he doesn't. Whatever you get at Lasher, here we go talking about food. I do this all the time. Sean Lasher can cook.
Yes, he can.
So, or like barbecue. So usually I can get anything's got it.
Freshman coming out of the backfield, follows his blockers, keeps his feet moving.
Ball at the 1, second and goal from the 1-yard line. Full house backfield for the Spartans. And now they bump into one. Oh, there, the number 3 Marable with his second touchdown of the game. Touchdown, Lake Forest.
It's just excellent execution there, you know. I mean, I certainly thought they were going to give it to 41 again. It's all the same action. It's just a little cut back by the fullback there, and he walks in.
28-8 is your score with a PAT pending. Another thing I noticed about last night's game down at Cape is the 2 kickers. I mean, when they faced the bay, I thought they were going to kick it into it. That's how far they were kicking the ball, kicking it to the track.
Yes.
That was Van Sant and D'Ambrosio.
Yeah.
Ambrosi.
Yeah, and Hank, he can kick it.
Yes,
Hank
he can.
Kick it.
That's a kid that never played organized football till his freshman year.
No, and it's funny because they came, the coaches came and asked me about guys, and he had played soccer at Beacon when he was at school there with me, and he kicked for him, and I was like, he might be your guy.
And now he's your quarterback.
Yeah.
Spartans going for 2 here. Motion comes, goes back, handoff, or fake out with the middle.
Handoff.
Spencer around the left end. Extra point is good.
Yeah.
30-8 is your score.
Second time they've run misdirection down there on an extra point play.
So, folks, we're going to take a timeout with 2:24 left to play in the first half to score. Lake Forest 30, Newark 8.
Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First Aid Favorites winner. Barclay Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barclay are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barclayheatingandair.com. Barclay Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioning.
And welcome back to Lake Forest. That was a quick setup because I just ran a 30-second commercial and they kicked it at about 29.
Yeah, and I don't think the officials were ready.
No.
I don't think there was a penalty there. I just don't think they gave the signal to wind the clock.
I wasn't ready because I was trying to see if we could get a score from the St. George's Smyrna game for our Barclay Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard. Not a whole lot of scores going to be coming up today as only 2 games down south. And they called it out. They did this at the Sussex Tech Woodbridge game where the whistle hadn't blown yet and they kicked it off and they called a procedure and they did it again here. So I guess that.
I guess you really do.
I guess you have to wait for the whistle. Yeah. Short kick to about the 25 is not going to go out of bounds, so they got to pick it up. And that's Townsend. Spins, goes back to the inside. And he's tough to bring down for a little guy.
Yeah, no, he's done an excellent job on special teams tonight. And, you know, that kind of kick right there is all – it's one of the more difficult plays to field in high school because you're not sure if it's going to go out of bounds. And if you don't play it, you're leaving yourself open to having them recover it. St. George is up 21-8.
Wow, shocker. Over Smyrna, the number 2 team in the state. That's number 4 versus number 2. That's your Barclay Heating there, out-of-town scoreboard. Upset brewing in Townsend. Or St. George's, I'm not sure what section that is. 1st and 10 here, though, for the Newark Yellow Jackets. Ball at their own 41. We had a whistle.
Got a little encroachment foul here.
And we did, you know, we jinxed ourselves. We talked about there being a penalty-free game, and now, boom, 3 of them. So that's going to be a 1st and 5 for Newark. Pistol formation, wings to both sides. Oh, another low snap, and he just falls on it.
It's unfortunate, but great play by 10 there.
Right. Well, and on 1st and 5, that's, you know, smart decision. You know, live to play another day.
Yeah.
Lost a 9 on the play.
And an overrated skill, and it's obviously more difficult than you would think, is just that pistol snap.
Right. Saw a couple last night in the game down south, 2 over the head, over the quarterback.
Yeah.
1 he survived, the other he didn't.
Yeah.
2nd and 14 here for Newark.
Trips here.
Yeah. Pistol
Smith
formation.
at the top.
Screen, you
There's
talked
the
about that
screen.
earlier.
Yeah, and I would come back to that if I were them.
Picks up about 5 on the play. Dave Frederick up in the box with the whiteboard, drawing them up. Yeah, good call there. You thought that would be open with the way the linebackers were just coming after him, putting the pressure on him. 3rd and 9 for Newark.
Double slot, pistol formation. This is their base formation.
Now they're going to flood, and we get a whistle.
Maybe a timeout called.
Yep, timeout call. Let's take one with them, folks. Your score, Lake Forest 30, Newark 8. We'll be right back.
For over 15 years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home.
And welcome back to Lakeland here at Lake Forest. The Spartans lead 30-8 coming off Newark's timeout. They have 1 left here in the first half. And we talked about, like I said, something positive with them to say, and it's a step back. 2 steps forward, a step back. And right now they're facing a 3rd and 9.
There's not a lot of great plays for 3rd and 9.
No. Draw or screen is.
And Lake appears to be bringing people.
And there's your draw. 10 gets out. Close to the first down. He's going to get the first down. Pick up of about 12 on the play.
Gutsy run by right there. Great play by him.
We have to check our headsets, see if they're not tapped in up here. I mean, takes the ball out to the 47 or the 48.
We might get accused of stealing signals.
That's right. 1st and 10 for Newark. Ball at their own 48. Clock running under 30.
You know, and even in this situation, you know, you really, with Morris on Lake's team, do not want them to have the ball with any time left at all.
Looking downfield as a man open. Oh, wow.
Great play. Took it right off of Nine's hands there.
I think that's the end of the half.
They've got looks like one play here
Takes us down to 4 seconds.
with a timeout.
That was a heck of a catch. That's 0.4 seconds left. I can't even put that on my board here. So they use their final timeout.
Benny, interesting looking at my Twitter feed over here. It looks like St. George's went with an onside kick and recovered it, scored a play later in that game.
Wow.
If you're going to pull an upset, you got to do stuff like
That's
that.
right. Got to let them know you're here. I got to watch this quarterback, Cameron Edge, at Sussex Central. He is something special. Only a junior.
Yeah. Already got some big time offers, right?
Mm-hmm. I think he hasn't announced. I think he's probably settled where he's going to go because he was at the Mather for 2 years and then he comes back. Here we go. Final play of the first half. And we're trips to the near side.
Right and shotgun, looking to pass.
Hook and ladder. Oh, he missed it.
And he got wrapped up. But he's going to gain about 8 on the play.
Maybe one more. Maybe one more on time down here, Benny. If they got a targeting call, they're going to add 15 to it and an untimed down. Nice ball by Wright.
And on the leaping catch, he really couldn't get to the hook because he was wrapped up before his feet got back to the ground.
Yeah, and they having a targeting or a blow to the head or whatever they call it in high school. And so they'll go 15 and an untimed down.
And a short field to go. So the ball's going to be on the 25, 1st and 10, untimed down. So this will be the last play of the first half.
Yeah, and you can see they've got trips up at the top with 2 at the top of that bunch. We'll look for Smith at the back of the end zone.
Another jump ball, yeah. He does, throws it down into the end zone. And knocked away by number 2, Geronte Dixon. And that's going to take us into halftime, folks. Your score at the half. Lake Forest 30, Newark 8. We'll be back with the Ace Handyman Services halftime stats at the end of halftime. It's going to be a long one, folks. 20-minute halftime here at Homecoming. We'll be back.
volunteering at the Food Bank of Delaware, babysitting, and a member of the National Honor Society. Next fall, Ayana plans to attend college and work towards getting her doctoral degree to become a dentist. She would like to say thank you to her family, friends, classmates of 2022 for making her high school a great experience. Good luck to all my other lady candidates and good luck to all my boys. Also, Pager, she said yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Ayana McNamara. Our fourth candidate is Ms. Chelsea Silver. Chelsea is being escorted by her brother Trevor Silver. Chelsea is the class historian on the varsity volleyball and softball team, wrestling manager, and a member of the FFA. Next fall, Chelsea plans on attending Delaware State University to major in agriculture education and play softball. She wants to thank her friends, teammates, and the whole class of 2022 for making these past 4 years memorable to say the least. Congrats to all the other candidates, and I wouldn't want to be standing next to anyone else. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Chelsea Silver. Our final candidate this evening is Ms. Emily Walker. Emily is the daughter of Amanda Girardi and Todd Walker. Emily is the captain of the volleyball team and is a high honor student. She is planning on going to James Madison University next fall and wants to major in sports medicine. She would like to thank her friends, family, teammates, and the class of 2022 for the best 4 years of her life. She wishes the best of luck to all the homecoming queen nominees. I am honored to stand here with you all. She is being escorted by her mom, Amanda Girardi, and her father, Todd Walker. Go Spartans! Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emily Walker. And now the moment you all been waiting for. Miss Weiderman, our student council co-advisor, will be doing the honors of crowning this year's homecoming king and queen. It's time to see who the Lake Forest High School student body selected as their homecoming king and queen. First for our king. Our first runner-up is Cole Dempsey. And this year's homecoming king was a tie. So congratulations to Mr. Gavin Weatherspoon and Mr. Noah Dixon. And now for our homecoming queen. Our first runner-up was Miss Emily Walker. And this year's homecoming queen is Miss Ayana McNamara. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Last evening, the annual homecoming parade was held in Felton. There were various entries into the parade, and now it's time to find out who won the float competition. Thank you to all the schools and organizations that participated in this year's homecoming parade. We also want to thank our community partners and organizations for their time and effort to make our parade such a success. In other Lake Forest School District organizations category, our runner-up was Lake Forest South Elementary, and the winner was Lake Forest North Elementary. For the high school class float competition, in the 4th place was the class of 2023. In 3rd place was the class of 2025. In 2nd place was the class of 2022. And in 1st place was the class of 2024, the sophomores. Congratulations for a job well done, and congratulations to all of today's winners.
And let's thank Mrs. Kersey for doing all of our halftime festivities.
And welcome to our Ace Handyman Services halftime stats. Brought to you by Nick Peeler from Ace Handyman Services in Dover. They also service southern Newcastle County and Sussex County. Call Nick Peeler at 302-272-5049 for your needs from Ace Handyman Services. So here they are. Here are the stats, halftime stats. Newark with 35 yards, 34 in the air, 1 on the ground, and 2 turnovers. Their quarterback, though, 7 of 11 for the 34 yards. So he's completing the short passes. I was, when I'm looking at it, but he's also completed the 5 different receivers. So on the losing side, not a bad job with his quarterback.
No, he's had a great game. And, again, we talked about it. They're asking him to play on the defensive side of the ball, too. He is representing his team well for sure.
And for the Spartans, 244 yards of total offense, 125 yards passing, 119 on the grounds. The 1 turnover, but that turnover is huge because that cost them 8 points.
Yeah.
Individually, number 10, the quarterback, Jonathan Tyndall, he's 4 for 4 for 125 yards. All his passes have gone to Jalen Morris.
Yeah, and a lot. And you know what? When you're 4 for 4 for 125 and you throw it to Jalen Morris, that means, guys like Morris help a quarterback's stats because they run with the ball after they catch it.
Right.
His touchdown pass over the top here was a beautiful throw. And then Morris can take an arrow route where the pass itself is 7 to 10 yards, and he takes it another 25.
Rushing-wise, nothing outstanding because 7 different guys have touched the ball. But the leading rusher for Lake Forest is number 3, Jamar Marable, 11 carries, 43 yards. The freshman, number 41, Aiden Young, he has 7 carries for 28. So they kind of move the ball around a little bit. So, nobody gets away with big yards. So, folks, we'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive. Regular updates on the progress of your job. Even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home. We all know.
And welcome back to Lake Forest. End of halftime. 30-0 is your score with Lake Forest. 30-8 is your score with Lake Forest in the lead. Takeaways from the first half, Dave.
Newark, this game could be a lot closer. Newark's got to tighten a few things up. Obviously, by the first half stats, they'd like to get to become a little bit more of a two-dimensional team,
right,
and get some yards running the ball, take some drives, eat some clock, keep their defense off the field. And Lake Forest is a balanced team with a big threat person in Jalen Morris. And if you're going to look at the first half film from this, your first priority is going to be able to stop him from the big plays. And then after that, you got a lot of things to worry about in terms of who's going to be touching the ball and who do you key on.
So waiting the kickoff here of the second half. Coming up at the end of the third quarter, folks, we'll have our Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question.
Going to get my Google ready.
You won't need this one. You'll get this one, I guarantee. sometimes it's Wikipedia. I can get some good stuff on Wikipedia. Halftime score on your Barclay Heating there. Out-of-town scoreboard, Smyrna trailing St. George's 21-8 at the half. And I just heard the PA announcer here, Bruce Betts, say that Delaware trails Rhode Island 3-0. Not even sure who's quarterbacking Delaware today. Both quarterbacks got hurt. Nolan Henderson and Quinn got hurt last week at the Delaware game, so I'm not sure who's on the field for Delaware.
It's a tough way to go when you get your third guy. You can pretty much guarantee he's not getting a ton of reps.
Right. Well, their third guy is their short down guy, so I'm interested to go back and see what's going on there because we're kind of caught up here in our deal going on. Couple of scores from, you had the 6-0 win by Woodbridge on Thursday night over Laurel, and then the 14-7 game also Thursday night with St. Elizabeth and Indian River. That was a single leg clash between two different districts.
Two close games, and that's what you want.
That's right. That's what it was all about, right? The realignment, and I think look, you're going to get blowouts. It's just going to happen. Blowouts, they're going to happen. Double A game. This might be an interdistrict. Archmere leads St. Mark's 10-7.
And I saw St. Mark's on film against Newark. Certainly a much improved St. Mark's team from where they've come from a couple years ago, and to have a tight game with Archmere, it's a lot of credit to both those schools.
Last night, St. Joseph's Preps beats Middletown 24-6. We were at the Cape Delmar game 28-21. That was an entertaining game with Cape mounting a comeback late. A long touchdown pass by Hank D'Ambrosio, I believe it was to Chancellor Johnson.
Yeah.
Put him within a score, but then you had to use all your timeouts to save some time, and you just can't give Delmar the ball with no timeouts left.
Yeah, because they're just going to run it.
They're going to sit on it,
Yeah. Chancellor Johnson, another one of those. He's a big play guy,
right.
Legitimate speed, great athlete. And that kid is actually, you can look for him to contribute to their lacrosse team in the fall.
Right.
That kid is a
He had two
player.
touchdowns last night, one on both sides of the ball. He had the big scoop and score, 72-yard scoop and score.
Yeah.
Very good. Lake Forest will receive three guys back. And, of course, one of them is Jalen Morris. I have him hanging off to the side there. I would not kick to that side of the field.
No.
Young Miles Coates back to receive for the Spartans. And he'll go with the kick. For the Newark.
Not sure what we're waiting on. And we're underway. Short kick, maybe even onside.
I don't think that was deliberate. I think
he just missed it.
Yeah, I think 81 there decided he was going to go for it. Matthew Cannon, pardon me.
Plays a little shortstop, fields the ground ball.
Sean Farrell there, yeah, he went ahead, fielded that. I think they'll probably talk to him about that in film.
That'll give Lake Forest great field position. 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. They're already up 30-8.
Kai Rivera entering the game is son of one of my colleagues, Cheyenne Rivera.
All right.
Just saw him in the stands.
And we got the T on the field. I saw last night in the Cape Delmar game where the referee called for the ball and they threw him the kicker's block. I thought that's great. I've never seen that happen before. That was great. 1st and 10 for Lake Forest. Motion goes to the far side, and it's going to be that reverse that we've seen a couple times here. This time it's the Spencers across the 50, puts the head down, and gets out to about the 45-yard line of Newark. Pickup of about 8 on the play.
Great run there by
Spencer.
Khalif Spencer. Yeah, great run.
showed the speed and then showed the ability to truck people too. He just put the shoulders down square and ran them over.
And Lake Forest comes out in their sort of double slot or Naval Academy look again to start the half, and probably going to get a good dose of Marable here.
Motioning into the far side, Rivera handoff up the middle to Marable, and he just pushes the pile. Picks up the 3 they need plus 3 more. He's going to get 6 on the carry. First down for Lake Forest.
And, you know, if you're Lake, Benny, you want to come out, you say like you scripted your first half probably, and they're going to want to do the same thing here. They're going to want to take a drive, get people involved, execute, and come away with a score.
I'll tell you something, after this play, our cameraman Trey Mitchell came down, was talking at the half, something he noticed. And it's going to be a toss to Rivera. He's got the edge. He gets it down close to the first down. He's going to be out of bounds, about a yard short. Pickup of 9 on the play for Rivera. Anyways, Trey came down at halftime and was talking. He says, "If you've noticed, Freddie Johnson doesn't carry a play sheet."
Right.
You know, he knows what he wants to do. He said, he must have a great offensive mind.
Yeah, no, he certainly spreads it out. He certainly mixes it up, and he attacks with multiple formations. And that's to spread it out to that many people, to line up in that many formations, to execute them all well means you're a good teacher.
Right. Longtime coach here at Lake Forest. I think he came in around the mid-2000s, 2006, 2007. Former player here. Wishbone formation, 2 tight ends for the Spartans. And Marable, no, it's the option. And he's got running room. Tyndall down inside the 15. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 13-yard line.
And, Benny, if I'm not mistaken there, I got a little bit of obstruction from this window, but I think they were unbalanced and came back to the short side there. And that's the first time they've gone unbalanced a few times.
So that puts us in the last year's barbecue red zone. Ball at the 14-yard line. So pick up a 15 on the play. And already 4 plays, 4 different people carrying the ball, getting the quarterback involved. 1st and 10 for Lake Forest. Looking to put another score on the board as they lead 30-8. And right here, they're on bounce to this side.
Yep.
Moving Morris down to end. And they go to the short side again, but Marable puts his head down, gets it inside the 5. He's got enough for the first down.
And that's what happens. You come out in an unbalanced, you run it in the first half. Newark goes in, talks about how they're going to adjust to an unbalanced in the second half.
Right.
And you run it to the short side.
Right.
That's 2 unbalanced formations 2 times to the short side.
Gain of 9 on the play. 2nd and 1 from the 4-yard line for Lake Forest.
Unbalanced.
And this time it goes to Spencer. And Spencer, I think he's going to get the yard that they need. Should have a first down.
Lake giving people who are scouting them a lot of homework.
Yeah. And it is a first down for Lake Forest. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line for the Spartans. So pick up a 2 for Spencer, his first carry of the second half. And again, unbalanced to the left side here, full house backfield. And they're going to go to the strong side. That's Spencer taking some people with him. Touchdown for Khalif Spencer. 3-yard carry for a touchdown for Spencer. Another thing about this Lake Forest, they're all business.
All business.
They don't even celebrate touchdowns.
No. It's the way they get in and out of the huddle, the way they line up, and again, that's an unbalanced formation with a power eye to the short side of the formation, and then a hand back to the strong side of the formation. There's a lot going on there.
Lake Forest will go for 2 here. Yeah, it's going to be the quarterback rolling out. He's got a man open in the back of the end zone. Is that number 6? Just Johnson Oakley. The point after conversion is good, and Lake Forest leads 38-8. Folks, we're going to take a timeout here, and we'll be right back. Lake Forest 38, Newark 8.
Got camera from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi,
Welcome back to Felton. Homecoming here at Lake Forest. 8:54 to go in the third quarter. Lake Forest leads 38-8. And it'll be kicking it away. And kicks it down inside the 15. Surprised they don't use him for extra points.
No question.
This kid's got a foot. Townsend gets it out to about the 25. Lake Forest, good job. They stayed in their lanes coming down there.
They did. There was a little seam there for a second, and they closed it.
First and 10 coming up for Newark. Ball at the 25-yard line.
If you're Newark here, you got to take a drive. You got to get a first down. And I think they're going to have 10 carry the ball a few times to get some positive yards here.
So first and 10 for Newark. At their own 25, pistol formation. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to the left. He is under pressure, just throws it away. Almost picked off by number 2, Jorante Dixon.
Yeah, and he collided with his own man there. Either one of them could have had it. Did a nice job of breaking on the ball. Looks like we've got an injured player here. Looks like that could be right.
Yeah, he was wrapped up as he was throwing the ball.
Right down on the field.
Still third quarter, 21-8. St. George's over Smyrna. St. George's with the ball at midfield.
That's a feat, holding Smyrna to 8.
Mm-hmm. So quarterback is hurt. Small roster. And he is going to be able to walk off under his own power. So let's see who comes in at number.
Looks like Aiden Seaman.
So checking in that quarterback, number 11. And I don't have a number 11.
Oh,
I'm sorry, wrong side. Aiden Seaman, you're right. I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at Lake Forest's roster. Oh, it's through the feet. And he's just going to fall on it out about the 10-yard line. Not a way to want to be introduced to the game.
No. This is honestly not a bad time. You might want to just quick kick it here.
Yes. I played for a guy by the name of Tom Howard back in the 80s, and we would quick kick on third down. Plus, we ran a single wing, so it was a little easier.
Yeah.
A little easier to hide. And one year we had to use it a lot. We had a rough year that year. So here we go, sack your third, and oh my goodness, about 25.
Yeah.
And a new quarterback. So
they're going to get under center. Good call.
Under center.
And that doesn't help them either.
And sack back to about the 3-yard line. So a loss of about 7 on that play. And Newark is going the wrong direction right now.
Yeah, and so the question here, if you're Lake, do you show your punt block or do you just let them kick it?
Right. And back with his heels just about on the end line.
Yeah.
Is number 55, Benjamin Elko. He's gotten some good kicks away. He doesn't have the spiral, but he's got that end over end. He seems to get the bounce the way he wants it to go. So.
Yeah, but this is about the, you need 13 yards to get
and
a
that's
kick
about
off.
what he has.
Yeah.
I see a lot of, I won't say a lot. I've seen a few teams this year going with like a 10-yard snap. I've seen quite a few blocked punts this year. High, and it's out over the back of the end zone. Couldn't have made this one any worse there. It's just going from bad to worse for Newark as he snaps it for the safety, and that's going to give Lake Forest the ball right back. And a score of 40-8, so we'll stay right here on the free kick. And I played that position, long snapper. It's a tough position to play. You got to.
And there's not a lot of people that can teach it.
Right.
And it's
Well,
it's an important position.
Right, and you're going now. They've made it. Didn't when I played, you could cover the center. You can't cover the center now, but you're putting two hands between your legs and then have to pick up somebody in your gap. Sometimes both guys. It's a hard job to do.
Yeah.
And there's a guy that he just wanted to get it off and get blocking and goes to the back of the end zone. So Newark will kick from their 20, free kick from their 20. And that's just going to give Lake Forest good field position.
Looks like, well, they're going to put it on the tee.
Then Elko to kick for Newark.
Kicks away on the ground. It's going to be picked up at about the 46-yard line by Aiden Young. Cuts it back in the middle, gets to his blockers. And the Yellow Jackets led by number 33, Amari Kofeld, pulls him to the ground. 1st and 10 for Lake Forest at the Newark 39.
Nice return by Young there. You can see what they like about him. The first guy kind of just bounced off him.
Mm-hmm. First and 10 from the 40. The Newark 40, that is. And the Spartans about a score away from putting this under a running clock.
Yeah, yes, they are. And again, coming out in an unbalanced.
Motion comes to the near side. It's going to be that reverse again, this time with Rivera. And he gets the edge, turns it inside the 30, and goes pushed out of bounds inside the 25.
Miles Coates with an excellent block out there to get Rivera outside.
About a 17-yard gain for Rivera.
And again, Benny, you've got an unbalanced formation with motion to the short side and action to the away from that. That's a lot of homework for somebody to do.
Running this veer the way they run it is almost wing T-ish.
Yes, very wing. Yeah, totally agree. It's a multiple set formation, and they execute them all well, which means they're practicing all of them.
And credit this quarterback to all this misdirection. And
yeah.
They're going to have Morris wide left here, I formation. Tyndall goes under center. Rivera goes motion far side, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle to Marabali. And he's going to pick up about 2 on the play. Marabali, that is. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to butcher his name. If you've said it enough, how can I mess it up? 2nd and 8. I think that's his 14th carry of the game. He's a workhorse. 2nd and 8 for Lake Forest. I formation. Motion again with Rivera. And handoff on the belly option. And Marable pulled from behind by number 55. Had the death grip Elko on the jersey. Gain of about 4 on the play. 3rd and 4 for Lake Forest.
3rd and 4 from the Spartans.
3rd and 4, and they're in 4-down territory
Yeah,
here.
right. I don't think they've punted today, have they? They've scored on every possession, except for the turnover. Third and 4. Same formation, single back. Rivera in the wing. Handle to Maribel again. He's met at the line by number 15, DeJour White.
Flag in late.
He's going to pick up a few.
I don't know if they're going to call that a horse collar. He's going to be close to the first down
Right.
either
Yeah,
way.
he's close as it is. Face mask. So gain of 3 on the play for Maribel, or excuse me, number 9, Coates. And then they're going to pick up a half the distance face mask. Well, if you're on face mask, do it inside the 20, so it's only half the distance, right? Not the 15.
No doubt. No such thing as a 5-yard face mask in high school football.
That's right, unless it's half the distance like this one's going to be. So ball at the 9. First and goal for Lake Forest, and we are in the Lashers Barbecue Red Zone. Red Zone brought to you by Lashers Barbecue on Long Neck Road. Hand off to Rivera, bounces it outside, stiff arms. And
Nice
then
job by Rivera shedding that initial tackle.
Gain of about 3 and 1. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Gain of 2 on the play for Rivera. And number 2 there, Jaden Smith setting the edge. He didn't make the tackle, but
he did his
caused the
job.
tackle to be made. Yeah.
Yep.
Second and goal from the 7. Double wing. And under center, motion comes. Hand off to Maribel.
That's
Down to
probably
the
the
1.
play they've ran the most today.
Right.
That's their bread and butter.
Gain of 6 on the play. It's going to make it 3rd and inches. For Lake Forest.
Spartans inside the 1.
Tyndall goes under center. Ball just outside the goal line, and it's going to be a handoff to, who's that, number 50?
Oh.
He's not going to make it.
Cassandon Clanton.
Right, 15 White on the tackle.
The senior on homecoming. He's staying in the game. Guessing he's reported as an eligible receiver.
That's right.
And
we'll give it to him again. He's going to put his head down.
He's in. Oh. Whoa.
Now they're going to say he's not in.
Good action out there on the end, too. Smith was locked up with somebody.
That's going to be a turnover on downs. 15 down on the ground. That's White. Nobody asked who made the stop.
And Wright is back in the game on defense.
Freddie Johnson shaking his head like, how did we not get in on that? Clanton going to stay on defense now.
Yep. I'd put him right at nose guard.
Right. Freddie Johnson, he's still shaking his head. He does not understand how he did not get in on that.
On the field for Newark, number 15, that's DeJour White. And he's on his feet under his own power. Give him a round of applause, folks.
So the Blue Hens miss a field goal They still trail Rhode Island 3-0. And Coe doesn't miss very often.
Okay.
So 1st and 10 for Newark.
Lining up in the pistol in your own end zone.
Right. And he just lets it rip. And incomplete. Intended for 21.
Cleve Spencer with the heavy heat, man. He is coming off that left side, and he is tough to deal with. They're going to need some help over there to block him.
Yeah, Damian right that time just let her fly. Cause
yeah, if not, he was giving up too.
Right. Ball on the 1 yard line. 2nd and 10 for Newark. In the shadow of their own goalpost.
Make a big stop here and pin them down.
Here comes the pressure up the middle. He's going to have to fall on it.
I think that's 6.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Touchdown, Spartans.
Not sure who got the ball. That looks like number 66. But do the math, Dave. I think we're at 34, right?
Yeah, I think we are currently up.
Need a point.
36.
Should be 46 to 8.
40.
No, I think we're under running clock.
Yeah.
I believe that gets signaled probably after the 2-point conversion and once the ball is placed on the tee.
Agreed.
Always let the educators figure out and do the subtraction for me. But you weren't a math teacher, right?
No, I'm just in charge of them. Mostly I get out of their way, or if I go into class, I'm.
Let the teachers teach and the coaches coach, right?
No doubt about it.
Make sure everything's rolling smooth. That's the mark of a good administrator.
Or I can sit in there and ask some questions that other people may have that they're afraid to ask.
Right. And it's going to be a toss to number 2, Geronte Dixon. He changes direction. Not going to get in.
Nice job by him, though, to cut that back.
So, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout because we're about to go into running clock. We'll be right back. Your score, Lake Forest 46, Newark 8.
Life, some things just go together. Like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
And welcome back. The clock now runs as the 35-plus point advantage for Lake Forest. Coming up after this kick, we'll have the Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question.
Another good kick by Aiden down inside the 20.
Nice tackle.
So 1st and 10
Townsend would return.
for Lake Forest. I can't find my cheat sheet, so let's see if I can read it off the screen here. Smyrna was the last team to win 3 straight state championships from 2015 through 2018 or 17. Who holds the record for consecutive Division I state championships? Again, Smyrna was the last team to win 3 straight from 2015 through 2017. Who holds the record? That answer coming up in a couple plays, folks. Your Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question. And Dave's already shaking his head. He knows who it is.
Shotgun. Handoff up the middle, met by a whole host of Spartans at the line.
And it's going to be no gain on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. And since Dave has the answer, we're going to have, after this play, we'll come up with the answer to the trivia question. I had a feeling you would know this one.
Yeah.
I actually ran this one and forgot to give the answer a couple weeks ago, so I got to use it again.
Always doing a great job.
2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Pistol formation, and he steps up next to him.
Trips.
2nd and 10, White in the backfield.
Little bubble screen or.
There we go.
And there's going to be a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Interesting. I wonder if he's got 24 for a hold out there. Didn't see anything wrong with the tackle. He does.
Hold on, Newark. And the clock winds about 25 seconds ago, so maybe we'll get one more play before the end of the quarter.
Some of these starters coming off the field now as Coach Johnson makes some substitutions and gets some of the other players in.
Probably last play of the quarter here, third quarter.
These starters been doing an outstanding job here today.
Blitzing again.
Looks downfield, and oh my! I thought he had that. I thought he was going to take it right off his back.
Great plays by both those guys who went up to get it.
Right.
Great play by Rivera to go up with Smith because we've seen what Smith can do.
Right.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
So, folks, here's your trivia answer. Smyrna won the last team to win 3 straight state championships from 2015 through 2017. What school holds the record for consecutive Division I state championship? Dave Frederick, who owns that?
They're on the field today. That would be the Newark Yellow Jackets.
The Newark Jackets, 1997 through 2001 under the legendary Butch Simpson. And boy, did they have some guys going into Division I and the NFL back on that team, on those teams.
They did. And another interesting thing is at that time, Middletown was Division II.
That's right. That's right.
And we're pretty good, and they were
right
cleaning up Division II.
I believe right at the end of their Division II run, because they were in '93 when Sussex Tech was still a Division II team and beat them for a state title one year. Yeah, Newark, Middletown, they've all had their glory years.
Yes, they have.
Middletown having one right now. They've had a little trouble getting the ship here. They've been to it in recent years, but teams like Smyrna and Sussex Central and Hodson have just kept the trophy away from them. Sussex Central did a title run last year.
Yeah, and nobody really saw that coming.
No.
That was a credit to that Sussex Central team.
3rd and 10. And throws downfield, has number 5 open at the 50. And going to bring him down about the 38-yard line.
Excellent ball by Wright and Jasir Williams-Boyd with the catch.
32-yard catch and pitch and catch there. This kid, he can throw the ball when he has time.
Yes, he can. He gets his feet under him, gets set, and he is not afraid to sling it.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
I would look for him to whip it out here to number 2.
Under pressure, rolls out, throws over the middle, incomplete. That was a strange-looking trips there. They were awful deep in the backfield.
Yes.
I don't know if they were supposed to be that way or just how it ended up.
Something really neat for the
It's going to bring up 2nd down.
awareness month here. Let's give those cheerleaders a round of applause.
With 1:46 left in the 3rd quarter, St. George's 21, Smyrna 16. So getting a little closer there up in St. George's.
You know Smyrna's going for 2.
Oh, yeah. Well, they did. They went for 2. So, one more touchdown, they could win the game with the 2. Comes a reverse.
Scissors play.
And he's going to take it down inside the 20, out of bounds at the 15. And that's going to be a gain of about 17 on the.
Jair Townsend, he's had a good game for the Yellow Jackets today. Solid player. They're asking him to do a lot. He's touched the ball a ton.
So 1st and 10 for Newark. Ball at the 14-yard line. Goes over the middle, tipped, incomplete. Then we're up 2nd down as we find ourselves back into the Lashers red zone. Lashers Barbecue on Long Neck Road.
A lot of pressure there by Lake Forest 2nd unit.
Second and 10, ball at the 14 for Newark. 9:12 and counting here. We're under a running clock. Looks to the right. He's got two open. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Second one of the day for Jaden Smith. Little comeback route.
For Newark. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
14-yard touchdown pass to number 2, Jasir Boyd. And the Jackets will go for 2 here. Bunch to the right side. Rolls to the right, under some pressure, throws out, and slapped away by number 9, Miles Coates. And that's going to be a 46-14. And I think we're back under 34, so does the clock now stop again? Yes, it does. And Mr. Referee sitting next to me.
Clock stops again.
So we're back out from under the running clock. 9 minutes to go in the game. Well, we're going to stay right here with us, folks, because I did not have a commercial ready. 46-14, Lake Forest leads here at their homecoming. Newark will be kicking it away. I'll tell you, even in a blowout loss, this quarterback got some great stats today.
Oh, yeah.
He had a good first half.
Yeah, he's had a great game. And, Newark, as we mentioned, they are young up front.
Yeah, very young. Their quarterback's a junior. A lot of sophomores and freshmen as I look down their roster.
Yeah.
Coach Aiden Young, Jalen Morris. Thank you for the Spartans. Van Elko to kick.
And looks like we're going to have some tee problems. The wind is picking up here. I noticed.
Spoke too soon about the trees blocking the wind. I think I jinxed us.
I know.
Definitely jinxed 55 here.
I drove the back roads here coming up from Lewis today and ran into a bike race.
Yes, I saw the same one.
Coming out Kellen's Pond. Oh, big hit there. That was number 8, I think. He made that first initial hit. Vincent DeLucia.
And Newark's still playing.
So 1st and 10, Lake Forest. Ball at their own 38-yard line. Keep checking around the Bartley Heating Air Out-of-Town scoreboard. We'll keep an eye on that St. George's game. St. George is up 21-16, end of the third quarter. And the Hawks are facing a 3rd and 8 at their own 39. Interesting that John Wilson taking that chance, like you said, the onside kick and then scoring right after it. And like you said, you got to take chances in those big games.
Yes. And John Wilson, certainly longtime coach.
Right.
And
former coach at St. Mark's.
Yeah, not afraid to take those chances.
1st and 10, Lake Forest. They lead 46-14. Motion comes to the near side. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Young. Aiden Young. And he breaks the tackle and gets it across the midfield.
And there he is. There's the freshman for about 22.
It's his first carry of the half.
To give a shout out to the Lake Forest band here. They're pretty tight.
Yeah. First and 10, ball at the Newark 44-yard line. Motion comes to the near side, hand up the middle to Young. He's going to get about 3 or 4 on the play and then pushes the pile a little bit more, gets it down to about the 37, pickup of 6 on the play.
Benny, that's the stuff you can't teach. You can't teach a freshman how to keep his legs moving and push the pile.
2nd and 4 for Lake Forest. Ball at the Newark 37. As I look out the right window, I see that Lake Forest with a kicker's net over here, and they've run for 2 all game.
Yeah.
Guess if it's in the locker room, you use it, right? You bring it out.
Right. You never know. At least, you could fool them, too, think you're going for 1.
Motion comes to the near side, speed sweep with Coates. Coates gets it inside the 30. He's going to have enough for the first down. Gain of 8 on the play. 1st and 10, Lake Forest. Smyrna 24, St. George's 21.
Ooh.
10 minutes left to play in the game.
That's 3 scores and 3 conversions.
Cameron Edge over the middle to Ymir Knight. 93 yards. Motion goes far side, hand off to Young, off the left. And again, the same thing. Dave just keeps the feet churning.
And he goes for 6.
2nd down coming up. Ball inside the 30. Our other crew is up there at the St. George's game. They sent me the score 21-8. I said, is Smyrna sweating? Of course not. You know, they know how explosive they can be.
And give them credit.
Right. 2nd and 3. Or excuse me, 2nd and 7. Motion, and it's going to be sweep the other way. Better put that ball away, Mr. Spencer. Steps out of a tackle, but there's a couple more guys there. He's going to get a gain of about 1 on the play.
Yeah.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Don't appear to be easy to guy to tackle, number 4.
No. You got to get to him and call some friends. 3rd and 6 here for Lake Forest. Folks, coming up, we'll have the Sodell post-game show where we'll have the Active Pest Solution Pest of the Game and our Louis Pizza Player of the Game. 2 local companies that I actually use. Dave, of course, who doesn't eat at Louis Pizza if you've ever been to the beach?
Yeah.
And off to Young, and he's going to take it down to about the 15, 14-yard line.
That's a 1st down.
Gain of 12 on the play. And that's going to put us back in the Lashers red zone. Lashers Barbecue, Long Neck Road, over at the Paradise Grill. First and 10 from the 15. Approaching 5 minutes to play in the game. So Young again, got some running room, takes it down to about the goal line. Gain of 14 on the play.
Excellent run by Young. Excellent blocking up front by Lake.
Yeah, he didn't get touched till the 2nd level.
And Keandre Scott there with the just absolutely pancaked his guy.
So the clock will stop for an injury. 4:42 to play. And now they move the ball back to the 2. Very almost penalty-free game here. They a little bit there towards the end of the 2nd quarter, but no, I think less than 10 penalties in the whole game. I haven't had a game like that all season.
No, and that's a credit to how these guys are coached. Looks like DeJour White down. He's had a nice game. They've used him a ton today on both sides of the ball.
Hands together for DeJour White from Newark, injured on the play. Been playing a tough game all day long.
We got 50 back in, Benny.
That's my man. I was talking to him before the game. He came up, saw we were here. Good afternoon, sir. And that's who's going. Oh, he sidesteps him and trucks into the end.
And obviously favorite of his teammates there. And
Coach Johnson do that time and time again on homecoming, putting a senior in there. A senior that's been in the trenches, stuck with the program for all.
Samir, excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong side. Cassandon Clanton, number 12. Excuse me, he's a senior, number 50. And he's going back out for the extra point.
And he is excited.
Yes, he is.
The touchdown here is a senior on homecoming. We've seen Coach
And how about the move?
Yeah, he's repped that before.
He had been wrapped up twice down here on the other end, and that one, he said, not this time, man.
Yeah.
Let me get my little jump cut going here.
Yes, excellent footwork.
All those years making the holes and the important blocks.
And going to give him some on the extra point maybe. And nope, not going to get in. So we'll stay right here because we're back to the running clock, 3:35 and counting. And up to over half 100 here for Newark today. Excuse me, for Lake Forest today.
He's to the sideline, Spartan fans. Let's give him a round of applause. Clanton with his first touchdown. How about a round of applause for the whole Lake Forest coaching staff for giving a young man that opportunity.
So Lake Forest will kick off with the running clock. Your score 52-14.
Whole sideline happy there for number 50.
Yeah, I think he's touched every hand.
Aiden Gary to kick for the Spartans.
So here we go, kicking it away. Here are the Spartans. And high short kick. Takes it about the 29.
He's got some room.
Yes, he does. Number 5 on the return is Jasier Williams-Boyd. And Newark will take over 1st and 10.
Back to a running clock.
Probably going to get home in time to see the Penn State-Iowa game. I was kind of worried about packing up and everything, but we're moving right along.
Yeah, I'll be at homecoming pictures, Benny.
That's right. We have 1 left in school now. 2 left in school now.
Yep.
Atlantic Autobroker scoring update. Halftime, Rhode Island 12, UD 0.
Uh-oh. The press box now just gave us the update. Delaware trails Rhode Island 12-0. Be back up there in 2 weeks. Just watch them play JMU. Well, I think JMU is the number 1 team in the state. Or not state, country. So 5-yard penalty, make it a 1st and 15 for Newark at their own 36. Approaching a minute to play in the game, folks. Coming up, stay with us. We'll have 2 post-game awards. The Active Pest Solutions Pest of the Game and our Louis Pizza Player of the Game. Kind of already have my eye on who that's going to. Oh, big hit there, but he comes out of it. Townsend makes a cut. Across the 50. Down inside the 40. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Great play by 5 on the sidelines for Lake jumping over that potential collision. Not even suited up for the game.
And we have an injury. That's where I saw that big hit as the running back came out.
Injured player for Newark. Newark's trainer out to assist our very own Lake Forest trainer, Tessa.
Yeah, big number 78 being lifted up. He's going to walk off in his own pair. Mayer Elliott.
Good to see him back on his feet.
So here we go, waiting for the ready to play whistle. 78 with a little help getting off the field. There was a big hit right around where he went down.
Yes.
And here we go, clock. Back start. Ball at the Lake Forest 35. Newark trying to put one more score on the board. And this time it's a handoff to number 21, Marquis Ellerby. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's his first carry of the half. And we now have the Lake Forest player down.
Looks like Shamal Presley.
Presley back on his feet for the Spartans.
Cheerleaders are going to have some sore triceps.
That's right.
tomorrow.
Or they're going to be a lot stronger. So that's the end of the football game, folks. After this commercial timeout, we'll be right back with our post-game awards. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
2004, when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive. Regular updates on the progress of your job. Even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
And welcome back to Felton here at Lake Forest High School, where the Spartans win 52-14 over Newark on homecoming. A couple of first notes coming up on October the 29th. Friday, October 29th, 3 games brought to you by the Andrew McDonough Be Positive Foundation, the For Troy Foundation, and Delaware Live Sports. Childhood Cancer Awareness Night. 3 big games that night. It'll be Lake Forest at Woodbridge, Cape Henlopen at Appoquinimink, and Smyrna at Salesian. So join us there. Also, check out their foundation websites. See what you can do to help the search for the cure of childhood cancer for those 2 great foundations. That'll be our big night on October 29th. Up next, some stats. Just the biggest stat of the game. Lake Forest, 402 total yards of offense today. They didn't throw the ball in the second half. All on the ground, 283. Talk about this Lake Forest run game.
Yeah, it's well balanced. It comes at you from multiple formations. They've got misdirection. They've got the power game. They got the option game. They got the speed sweep game. It's a lot to get ready for.
Those stats brought to you by Nick Peeler, Ace Handyman Services in Dover. Give Nick a call for your needs. And now there they are. There's our ants. They have come on the screen. That can mean only one thing. It's time to announce our pest of the game. Dave, who's our pest of the game?
We got number 9 for Lake Forest, Miles Coates. You knew he was coming.
Right.
And he just kept coming. And did a great job today.
Yeah, he carried the ball and just picked them apart. You could have gone with number 3. You could have gone with number 4. I just thought Miles Coates came at the right time. He was just a hard guy for them to stop in this game today.
He was their bread and butter day. It's where they started their series with him, and they ran a lot of stuff off of the fact that he was able to get a lot of yards in there.
Right. And our Louis Pizza player of the game is number 7.
Jalen Morris.
And we said coming in he was a guy to look out for, and he scored on both sides of the ball, 4 catches for over 100 yards. And like you said, he doesn't make the quarterback work hard.
No, and if you're averaging 25 yards a catch and you get 2 takeaways, he almost broke one on the kickoff, and I would still say give him the ball more.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we said that at the beginning of the game. Get your ball to your athlete and let him be an athlete. And he was. You talked about the one play. He went 30 yards, and which they took like 8 steps.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid's a strider.
Yeah.
He's a track star. He's an all-state football player, and he was fun to watch.
And had a legitimate big-time interception here on the sidelines.
The over-the-shoulder catch. Yeah, can't forget that one. Well, next week, folks, we'll be down at Friday night as the Caryville Buccaneers come down. Big District 3 clash in AA. Number 3 Woodbridge and number 5 Caryville. Sodal Concepts pregame show at 6:35. Kickoff at 7. Big game. You got a team that's throwing a lot of points on the board and a team that's not able to score on them in 2 games.
Yeah, and Woodbridge is a tough place to get a win.
Absolutely. I want to thank Barkley Heating and Air, Capstone Homes, Ace Hardware Handyman, Jawan Johnson State Farm, Arenas Deli, Active Pest Solution, Louis Pizza, Richard Y. Johnson and Son Incorporated, Lasher's Barbecue, and Sodal Concepts. Well, that's a wrap from today's homecoming game. For Trey Mitchell on the camera, Dave Frederick, my color analyst today, I'm Benny Mitchell. Thank you for watching. Have a safe sports-filled weekend from all of us here at Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Good afternoon, Delaware sports fans.